start the recording. White, Ahik started with d4, which is one of the best way to start other than e4. Both are good,
Sir,
right? Some people also start with c4, which is the English, which is also good. But d4 and e4 are the main
Some
responses.
people also start with f4.
That's the bird's opening. We'll get there. So now opponent has to do something about this move. You shouldn't allow white to play one more pawn to the center. So either black plays d5 or knight f6, or what I play is f5, the Dutch defense. In the game, knight f6 was played, the most common, second most common move after d5. So knight f6. Now Ahik brings out his knight. So when you play the queen's pawn games, queen's pawn opening, there is one thing a lot of players make a mistake in. Bringing out the knight like this. It's not ideal. In a queen's pawn game, the pawn should first move.
Yes, sir.
Then the
So why
knight.
the
Then the
c4?
knight. Because the knight won't be doing anything. The pawn is more important to control the center. If you move the knight first, you will have only one pawn in the center. And knight won't be active there. So it's better to first move the pawn and then bring the knight. Or bring the knight here and let the pawn have the freedom. So in queen's pawn games, the c pawn needs. Ahan, why are you trying to get negative points every single class?
So I don't try to get them.
What are you doing then? Is that a play toy? Beginners do that. Very young students do that. You are no longer a very small student. So you need to behave yourself. So knight c3 is not ideal because it blocks the c pawn. Opponent plays g6, which is good or bad? Good move or bad move?
It's a okay move.
Okay. Anyone disagrees with the hand? Is it good or yes, Ahik?
Okay.
Okay, that means agree, na? I'm asking disagree.
Sir, I feel like it's an inaccuracy
Okay, why?
because you're not taking control of the
Yeah, so I would prefer black to have a pawn in the center first. This is okay. He's developing the bishop long term, the biggest diagonal on the board, the longest diagonal on the board, which is fine. But you need a pawn in the center because if you play now, for example, white can play e4. He can play e4 and control the center and push the pawn again. So already position becomes good for Ahik. Ahik did that. He played the pawn to e4, and now white has a good position because white has got the center. He can push it even more. The knight gets displaced. The center grows. The center goes forward. The knight goes to h5, and here comes a winning move for Ahik. Already. Just because he has a center, he is winning. He didn't play that move. It's not easy to find that move, but there is a winning move here for white. Let's see who can find it.
Sir, I thought I found it. I thought it was queen.
Yeah.
I thought that one.
Fine. Let people think.
As a peace win or
Huh?
like a
No, checkmate. Checkmate is what? Of course, winning a piece. Winning move means winning a piece or giving checkmate. So here you win a piece. No, what else?
How can you make a checkmate?
You can't. I'm just joking. You should know it's just winning a piece, some material. A way to win a piece.
Other than a pawn.
Piece, not
So
pawns.
is it
Piece.
one move or is it?
I am just saying one move. White to play and win. It can be one move, two move, three move, but this is one. You find that move, you win the piece. You should find that move because you already have the center. When you have the center, the position is great. Then you should be looking for good moves, winning moves.
So knight f3.
That's it. Knight f3 and winning, huh? Developing a piece is winning. What did you win? Development? That is a normal move. That's not winning. I'm talking about a winning move. Seems like nobody wants to believe me. Yes, Ayun?
Sir, g4.
Exactly. What happens to the knight in the rim? The knight in the rim gets knocked off the board. G4. And the piece is gone. So, because you have the center, the knight has no squares. So, already there's a winning move for Ahik. He didn't find it, which is okay because it's difficult to find this. Nobody else found it. Only Ayun found it after some time. So, knight f3 was played by Ahik. Opponent played e6. Allowing g4 one more time.
Still he has a chance.
Yeah, but if you don't see it first time, second time it's not likely that you will see it. Bishop to g5, good move. Activating his piece. f6.
Oh,
And now the knight comes back. So things are okay for black. Still white's better because white has got more control of the
And
center,
there's a pin.
more development, and there's a pin. So white's better, but
And
not
also-
much of an advantage.
And also, sir, white has active bishop.
Yeah, active bishop,
active knight.
more development.
And white has a good
I lost.
Yeah.
Sir, white says
So-
knight to e4.
It's black's white knight to e4. That's a good move, but black will just castle. It's already defended 2 times. So you're only attacking something that's already defended twice. So knight e4 is not good. You're moving the same piece again without a threat. And what are you doing?
So the B I asked.
Then leave it there. Na. Later you can do it. Right now, please focus here. So the best move here would be developing the next piece. First, see, last class what we learned, Vihan. Development has to be done first. You're doing things before developing everything. First, develop everybody. Castle. Then you can run around all you want. So don't try to run around without developing anything. So bishop d3, bishop c4 is ideal in this position. In the game, Ahik took on f6. Is that good or bad, Praneeth?
So, anyway, so
I'm asking one person. Let him first answer.
that's actually bad.
Bad. Why is it bad, Praneeth?
So you took a pawn. and-
Pawn? He took a knight, not a pawn.
Fine. So,
Why would he blunder his bishop for free? Yeah, he took a knight.
okay, and now he will he'll take to the queen. So now the queen comes into the game.
Okay, which is good or bad? I don't know.
So,
You decide.
so I feel that it's good.
So bishop takes knight was good, you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, Rayansh.
So no, it's bad because
Huh.
bishop can be useful in the starting.
Knight, okay. So bishop is slightly better than knight, you're saying,
Yeah.
in the beginning. Any other viewpoint? Okay, Ahan.
So I have like 3 points.
Okay.
First,
Yes,
the bishop is slightly better than the knight.
in this position.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Second,
Yes.
either his bishop or queen will get more active depending on which he takes with.
Okay, good.
Then third, the bishop was very active. The knight couldn't have done anything as it was pinned.
Huh.
So I think exchanging was
Excellent.
very
I have not heard a more great answer than this. He told everything point by point. What more can I expect? Yeah, everything he told is perfect. The bishop was much better than the knight in that position because it was more active. Knight was pinned. So when you exchange, you change the position. You are making the advantage go down because the bishop was much better, and now you are helping queen or bishop become active. So
But
the
sir-
yes.
If the bishop takes, isn't the king side kind of weak?
No, it's just one pawn move. This side, this pawn moving doesn't affect the king. Rook becomes more active. So a weakness is a weakness only if somebody can take advantage of it. Right now, white has no pieces to attack anything over there. So after castles, black is completely fine. It's a little bit of open king is not a problem. Unless if there are white pieces here, then it's a problem. Right now, it's not a problem.
One more.
Yes.
Like after if the queen takes the bishop,
Hmm.
then like you have to develop that bishop to c4.
Hmm. I'll castle. If you play bishop c5, I can do d5 with a tempo attacking the bishop.
So that's why like we have to like go there with a check. Again we'll get kicked out.
Huh. So why do you want to get kicked out so much? Just develop the bishop to here or here and be happy, you know?
So that's why I was saying
Huh.
to exchange.
Yeah, exchanging was bad. Anyway, so basically computer was saying -2. Black was like so much better if he hadn't played this, if he had played something like bishop d3. But after this, it's 0.27, just a
But by
small...
black you mean white.
Oh wait, sorry, 1 second. Yeah, it was before bishop takes, it is 1.9. White was winning. Just because white is the better position. But one move back. But after bishop takes, it's 0.8. So it's still a slight advantage for white, but not as much as
So it lost
before.
the 1 point.
So
because
the
of that.
queen should have taken back.
So,
If,
sir, in
1
this-
second. If queen had taken back, it was 0.3. Just equal. White has no advantage, just slight advantage. But he took with the bishop, which is not ideal. Bishop was good for defense and queen should have come out into the game. But yeah, black took with the bishop. Yes, Ashwin?
So before the position, sir.
Huh.
So if he took with the queen, it would have been winning for black. But because
Not winning for black. White would still be better. Like if queen took back, it would have been, let's see, 1 second. It would have been
Minus something.
it would have been equal 0.0 if queen took back. White's
Yeah,
advantage
not
would be
what the
gone.
engine is saying.
Huh?
Not exactly what the engine is saying.
Now exactly engine is saying minus 0.22. Black is slightly better. After queen takes, that is.
Oh.
But after bishop takes, it is 1.14. So white is still better.
So just because of that trade, if his opponent had played correctly,
Yeah, if
he would have
opponent played
gone
correct.
down to plus 1.9 to minus 2.2, right?
No.
2.2.
Minus
0.2.
0.22. So equal. From a
Oh.
good position to white to equal it would have gone.
Like,
But now
he
it
would
went
have
from-
lost like 2.12 points just because of that.
Yeah. From a great position, it became equal if queen took back. Because he took with the bishop, from a great position, it became just slightly better for white. Now, after bishop takes, Ahik brings out his bishop to e2, which is good. He has to develop. Right, Vihan? We got to develop here. And knight to c6, opponent also developed. He doesn't castle yet. And now, Vihan, what will you play for white now?
Ours
Vihan.
outcastle.
Excellent. So Vihan has after all learned to complete development before doing things. Ahik hasn't learned. Ahik played d5. And black is now slightly better. Because before
So
we...
he had to do that after casting.
Yeah, after castling you can do everything. Here d5 is a little too early. I
Sir,
mean,
everything fine, even blundering, sir.
so it's still not bad. I mean, I don't see any actual
Sir,
problem with
you
d5.
did so angrily.
Huh?
You were like this.
Which one?
You were like, but Ahik be like.
That's a normal way of moving. Okay,
Sir,
so
you were like-
okay, fine.
Ahik was like.
Okay, fine. So he,
Sir, you were like, okay.
Why you are
Okay,
wasting
fine.
your time?
okay. Now d5 is still okay. It's still slightly better for black, around equal. So it's still not bad. Opponent takes it, which helps
Knight
white a
takes
little
it.
bit. Knight takes. Is it a good move?
Sir,
Sir, you
I
could
would
have
sir,
taken
taken
it
Should have
with
taken with the queen, right?
Yes, sir. Because
Sir,
it prepares him to castle.
He should have taken it from the queen. It stopped the casting.
Yeah, stops castling. That's the good point.
Sir, and that's an open space, so it's
Sir,
not attack.
Yeah.
If he takes with the queen is
Quietly.
it's
Too
kind
early?
of like open. It's
No, but
kind
you
of like
pro-
an open target.
That's good. No, I mean your
Sir.
piece once
So they can
1 second, 1% at a time. Your pieces have come out, right? So then queen getting attacked is okay because it won't be possible to attack the queen so easily. White also has pieces active. Before pieces come out, if you bring out them, it will be easily attacked, like knight f6, attacking the queen.
Sir.
Here it's not 1 second. Here it's okay for the queen. It's stopping castling, so it's definitely better for white in this position.
So white is
We
also threatening checkmate because bishop
Huh?
will come to c4.
When bishop comes there, then you're threatening checkmate. Now you're not threatening checkmate. Now you have just kept a queen in the center. That's it. You have to be realistic. So he didn't take with yes, Rajveer.
Sir, black can play knight to b4.
That's a slight problem. So we'll have to bring our queen back when black plays knight.
So
b4.
that's what I want.
So maybe, like Ayun said, it's not yet time. It was better to take with the knight. He took with the knight. But it still cost him a pawn though. There is a pawn hanging here. Did opponent take it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he took the pawn.
Pawn for pawn.
Sir, here lose.
No, it's not pawn for pawn. It's an extra pawn for black. Black is up a pawn.
So now is the evaluation.
Sir, castle.
That's the funny thing here. Even though black is up a pawn, white is still better. Yeah, because white's pieces are more active, more development. White's pieces are more active.
Yes.
We move the rook, of course.
Okay.
Don't castle when your rook is hanging. So
Sir,
yes.
Not castling after development was the first mistake by Ahik.
But it's not yet a mistake. He can still castle and he's fine. Okay, he lost a pawn because of that.
See,
Yeah,
this
because
is
of
not a good move by black. He's just helping white to develop his.
It brings a rook, but he got a pawn, right? It's not like he came there for fun. He took a pawn. So black is still up a pawn because of this. But the bishop goes back. If you see, white has got compensation for the pawn. White is down a pawn, but the compensation is white has got more pieces developed, including the rook and the queen. So there is so much development for white. But black can now castle as fast as possible. Yeah, but it's white's turn. He castles.
Finally.
So was there a better move for white? Yeah, there was. So the engine says white is better only if white plays the next move correctly. Like white is down a pawn, but if you play this move correctly, white gets an advantage. That move is, you cannot, if you allow black to castle, right, then black is clearly pawn up, everything is fine. If you, before you castle, you have to stop him a little bit. Then you are in a better position. So how do you do that? How do you stop black from
Sir, I
castling?
almost bought.
Yes, Arav?
Sir, bishop to c4.
Excellent. That will stop black from castling. If black castles, is going into the mouth of the bishop, which means knight takes pawn and rook is gone. Discovered attack. So bishop c4 is the only move for Ahik to get an advantage.
How can we take the queen if we do that? I was trying to take the queen.
Okay, that's a little bit hopeful. Anyway, what was Ashvik saying?
So I was like asking, is there any move where it attacks the queen?
No.
There's, pieces are just here and here. There's no way to do magic. We cannot do anything there. We can play bishop c4 and white's better.
So we can.
Because 1 second. So after bishop c4, black can't castle. So white will castle and then rook check comes. That's why white's better. So it was because of that move that white had compensation. But Ahik castled, which is a normal thing to do. So that means he's down a pawn.
So what's the
no,
mark now?
no compensation at all. It's a full extra pawn for black. It's minus 0.8. So almost like full extra pawn.
Just a big competition.
Yeah, more activity is there for white still, but it's still not enough for a pawn. So the mistake by Ahik was, can you not make noise please? The mistake by Ahik was playing this d5 move before castling. That's why the pawn hung on b2. So now black is in a decent position if he castles. He doesn't, he plays b6. Allowing Ahik one more time to play bishop c4.
But
Yeah?
he doesn't.
No, he plays rook e1, which is a good move. He is hinting at a check, but that is like forcing black to castle. You're announcing your intentions. So you're like telling him, I'm going to move my bishop with the check. So of course he'll castle. Yeah? So did he castle? Yeah, he castled. If he doesn't castle, he'll get into trouble. So he castles. And
So
now
what
it's
if you move there? But
Still he has a chance to do that.
do what? Then again king will move. Then again you're announcing this. So king will move. So don't expect your opponents to completely miss your threats. He will see your threat if you play it now. So he plays bishop f1, opening up the rook, which is fine.
So I would
Sir, he could
kind
have
of
better
put
play
forward
bishop to d3.
C4 is there, na? Why d3?
Okay.
C4 or d3, both were good. So here opponent plays d6. He wants to open this side and this side for the bishop. He's not sure how to develop the bishop. Yeah. So too many pawn moves here, all these squares are weak. Which is okay, we still can't take advantage. There's no open c5. It's,
Sir, the
Huh.
bishop's kind of near the death.
Now we have to play
Huh.
pawn to h3.
pawn to h3 is good. Developing the queen is also good. Bishop b5 is a threat, is a possibility. He plays queen to c1. That's a mysterious move. What is he trying to do? Where's the queen
I
going?
don't understand this.
I don't know as well. The queen should have come up a little bit. But okay.
So he's trying to play a move which is far away from the move.
I think
H3, I guess.
Okay. Anyway, he moved. Bishop comes to g4 now. So maybe he thought bishop is anyway going to come. So let me get out of dodge first. But that's fine. Now the knight can move. Should we move the knight? Sai Krishna, if you were in this position, will you move your knight? Let him answer, then I'll ask you. First, let him decide. No? We will move the knight because bishop takes knight is a problem, yeah?
Yes.
Anybody saying no, we don't have to move the knight? Nobody saying we don't. Okay, 3 people are saying we don't have to move the knight. So, but bishop takes knight?
Sir,
We
sir,
should probably
sir, you should play bishop to e2.
Oh, okay. You're saying you can do other things to not move, but don't allow bishop takes knight and pawn takes.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Because the king will
Yeah,
go
so
back.
bishop, don't allow this and this, then king is open.
I found out the purpose of queen to c1.
To play knight g5.
No, sir.
Then
To play
queen
queen
g5.
to e3.
That he could have done like this also, but okay. He plays knight g5 now, which is good. But knight will get kicked with h6. And then you'll have to come back to f3. But then you
But I
can
was
go to
planning
e4.
to do fork.
But
Then I saw
the bishop is, knight e6, bishop takes, rook takes. It will be an exchange.
but then I want to see.
So now his intention to do a fork gets met by a pin. That's nasty from the opponent.
Then I resigned.
Why? You resigned here. It's an equal position. You just down 1 pawn. Just because there's a pin, you're resigning. There has to be.
Play h4.
Yeah, h4, f4. You have to just defend the knight. So you should not resign at the first sight of struggle. You thought the knight is gone.
No.
Then
I thought I draw, then he refused.
So opponent refused to draw, so I am like not playing, I am deciding. What is that? What did he lose? You lost, no? So that's good for him. So of course, opponent is better here. Black is definitely better, he's up a pawn. But you got to fight. If you resign like this, then you're like giving up too early. You are not fighting.
Giving up premature.
Yeah, premature resignation.
You have to come for
Still
boxing.
I played, sir.
Huh?
Yes, Tuesday I was down a queen. Still I.
Yeah, see here, very good example. He was down a queen and a lot of things. I was thinking, I'm speaking here.
I didn't say it was I
You reason. So see, he was down a queen. He was down everything. I thought the game was done. He's gonna win. But then when I looked at there, he gave checkmate. So if you fight, good things happen. You have to have the fight inside you to fight back. Yes, Ayub.
Sir,
Yes.
so when Jayesh was still in chess class,
Huh.
so once I was down a queen, 2 rooks, 2 bishops, and 1 knight and a pawn.
And you still won.
And then stalemate.
Okay. And another example is our Ahan was winning against Ayun in the tournament last round. And Ayun was just smiling and doing other things, and Ahan just lost. Yes.
Sir, I played against this guy, I lost to him. I played against him in the Blitz, I lost to him, I won.
Yes. So anyway, we got okay. Fine. I understood the point. Thank you very much.
So the heart was playing. So
Fine.
I was playing
Ahan.
one more game.
Enough. Okay. So now we're going to start the games. The main thing to learn from this game is we are down a pawn. We are in pressure. But when you're under pressure, you fight back. And fight back with f4 or h4 and it's equal. You still have a chance because this king is not safe. But yeah.
So the never